Hi everybody, it's Janine again from TABI, from the Tarot Association of British and International Members. I am supposed to be having a Instagram live this evening with our social media coordinator, who is Mary. And for some reason we're having technical hitches. Instagram is not letting me go live with anybody tonight, so I am on my own. Not sure why that is, but we can still have a chat anyway. And I'll just tell you a little bit about things that are happening with TABI that we set in place at the beginning of the year. So at the beginning of the year, we decided that we were going to take on the Carter Awards. So the Carter Awards was initially run by the International Tarot Foundation. And they've been doing this for quite a few years. So it's an award ceremony. It's a competition for deck creators and tarot book and oracle book writers and creators from all around the world. It's a global competition. Everybody enters, okay, and they submit their deck or their book, which they've created with their artists, and they send it into our judging panel. So we have got a judging panel which comprises of 5 people. We've got one person based in the UK, we've got 2 based in the United States, we've got 1 person based in Australia, and we've got 1 person in Europe as well from Romania. And the judges work together in a virtual capacity, so they talk amongst themselves. They have video reviews that they share amongst themselves. They've got voting and judging forms that they share and they use, so they've got shared forms. So they all work really closely together over a period of months in order to judge all of these oracle decks and tarot decks, tarot and oracle books as well, that publishers and self-publishers are sending through to all of these judges. So at the moment we have roughly around 100 entries from all around the world, from different creators, and the judges are working through these at the moment, and it's really, really exciting. So if you've not seen it, we have got a TABI Carter Awards Facebook page, and all of the entries are on there. So some of them are decks that you will have heard of, so by publishers such as Llewellyn, Rockpool Publishing, Schiffer, Red Feather, Schiffer, etc. And some of them will be decks that you may not have heard of yet because they're from self-published deck creators. Okay, and all of these people are going head-to-head under 8 different categories. And the categories that we've got for the competition for the awards are Best Tarot Deck, Best Oracle Deck. Okay, we've got Best Outstanding Artistic Achievement. We've got one for the writers of the books as well, so judging the book. We've got one for Best Guidebook that accompanies a tarot deck or an oracle deck. Okay, so all of these different categories, the decks are submitted into, and the judges will vote on their top 10. Okay. And then this will then go across to the public vote, and there will also be an element of the vote which will go to TABI members as well. And that will go up onto our TABI forum, and there will be a poll. So people will be able to vote for the decks on there, and there will also be the public vote which will go up onto the website. And then from there, the winner will be announced and will be staged on the big screen at the TABI Summer Conference in Manchester, live on July the 21st. Okay, so on the evening of the 2nd night of the Tarot Conference. And there will be trophies as well, so it's going to be a really exciting event. And we will be giving out prizes for those different categories. So this is something that we haven't done before at TABI. It's brand new, and we're very thankful for the International Tarot Foundation for handing over this process and also for the judges that have come across as well, because they've got such a wealth of experience. And we've got some brand new judges as well, so it's just really great to be involved in it, and I'm coordinating this process at the moment. So welcome to everybody that's just joined. I was supposed to be doing a live with Mary, but Instagram's not letting me add anybody to this live, although Mary is there in the chat, I can see her. So if you want, feel free to try and join me, because I'll see if I can add you in. Anybody who wants to come and have a chat live. We're just talking about things to do with TABI. So we have got the name change as well. So we were the Tarot Association of the British Isles, and we've turned into the Tarot Association of British this year. And our summer conference is now going to be a 2-day event, and that's going to be live here in Manchester in Piccadilly Gardens, which is the centre, and it's going to be staged from the Holiday Inn. So we've got loads of different guest speakers. We've got Chris Butler, we have got Marion Kirk, who's going to be joining us and talking about astrology. We've got Liz Dean, we've got Karen Kay as well, and we've got Camelia Elias, who's joining by Zoom, and Gwen saying that she can't wait. Yeah. Oh gosh, Mary. What happened?
I'm on my phone instead of my tablet. I don't know.
Maybe it was a tablet thing.
Yeah, maybe. Hold on while I get set up.
No problem. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Well,
very well. You're a little bit muffled.
Is that any better? Maybe
it's okay for me. Can everybody else hear Mary?
Yes. No. Is that any different?
Give us a heads up in the chat, everybody. Can you
Or
hear?
is that better?
Yeah, Gwen can hear us.
Okay.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna go back.
Oh, I will turn my volume up and see if that helps. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I have no idea what happened there. That's really
sorry
funny.
about that. Just talking about ruining the flow. Of course, I've got these in backwards now. Okay, I'm set.
And said it's something to do with privacy settings. All right. Okay, interesting. We'll have to check out and see where that was, because this is the first time it's ever happened.
Yeah, and I use my iPad all the time for this, so I'm gonna try. I'm holding my phone. I'm gonna try not to waver too much.
Oh, no problem. So we've talked just a bit about the new things that we've introduced. So the 2-day conference we were just talking about, and talked about the Carter Awards as well, and it all seems to have come in with this world-changing, world-shaking eclipse that we've had. And I believe that you could actually see the eclipse a lot better from the United States, because the weather was very cloudy here in the UK, and there wasn't really a chance to see it. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you get the chance?
We were about 96% where I was, which is, I mean, we still, it got hazy, or twilighty, but we didn't have total. I think Dallas, places further north in Texas, had full, the full dark. But yeah, we could definitely feel it. Like the birds went quiet, and everything went still outside. It was a beautiful moment, that's for sure.
Wow, I bet Gwen, because you're still over there, or I think that you might be in transition coming back, but I think you would have been able to see it as well from where you were. And yeah, so, but I felt it. I felt it. It was a really powerful energy. I was actually doing a journey up to Scotland, and having a shamanic healing at the same time, and I was on the East Lothian coast, and it just felt really, really odd kind of energy. It felt like a lot of things changed afterwards as well. So I felt exhausted in the days after the eclipse. There was a lot of things to process.
Yeah, I was pretty much wrecked the whole half of the week, the first half of the week. Good for nothing.
Hi to Georgia. Um, Hello from Georgia there. And yeah, it was it. So we had that in Aries as well. So we've got Aries kickstarting our astrological new year, and Aries coming in with the full, which is to do with new beginnings and new starts. So it all felt really, really relevant with the eclipse, and definitely, um, and a chance to kind of recalibrate and start again. So for everything that we're doing with TABI, I think that it's great for us to get all of these new projects off the ground. And you've been helping out massively with the social media aspects, haven't you, Mary? With
Oh,
the cartoon.
I'm having a blast. It's so much fun, and connecting with all the creators and the artists and the authors, and it's just been a really wonderful experience. It's a lot of work, but it's been a wonderful experience.
And because you've showcased every single person that's entered, and we've had roughly around 100 entries, haven't we? A
Yeah,
few
I
have changed.
I didn't count, but it was a big push at the end because you sent me everything before you went on your trip, so I just kind of blasted everything out that weekend. But the end was in sight.
We had a massive entries, didn't we? Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just really, really exciting, especially when you're hearing from people that have just created a tarot deck for the very first time. It's the first time they've created something, working with an artist, and then they enter into a global competition like the Carter Awards.
Well, and it's brave too
Yeah,
because it's such a personal project. I mean, it really is a part of themselves that they're putting into their work, and I really felt that, with each one, like connected to them, and it was really, really, really lovely.
and everyone's so different as well. So we've had it's not just the artwork that's different, it's the concept that sat behind it as well. The style, even the number of cards, whether it's got gilded edges, whether it's a cartoon style or whether it's a more gothic style, every single deck has brought something different, which has been really exciting for us to watch, but even more so for the judges that are handling these cards and,
Imagine.
comparing them. Yeah.
Yeah, and every detail, every detail thought out, and everything that goes into creating a deck. And it's just something that when you read, I mean, you can appreciate it when you're holding it in your hands, but then it's from the creation aspect, and working with some of the smaller publishing houses and stuff, and how they work. It's really, really, really interesting and enlightening.
Yeah, and everybody's been so lovely to work with as well. And the publishers have been really great. Okay, so we've got sponsors that sponsor TABI as well in our conferences, and we work with Schiffer, we work with Watkins, we're now working with Rockpool and Eon as well. So it's just lovely having all of these people supporting us, and all working together as a big tarot community. Yeah. Something else that we're doing as well, which we were talking about before, is our training. So um, last year we restarted our TABI training to include the beginners training course, and it's an 8-week course, and it looks at how you can get to grips with the major cards, with the minor cards, with the court cards, how you can work with other decks, how you can incorporate bigger spreads, things like the Celtic cross. And we had a huge uptake in our beginners training last year, and we had lots of students who got through it, who really enjoyed it, and who are putting glowing reviews of the training online, because we've got tarot trainers as well who are also TABI members, who are working in a volunteer capacity and doing the training, doing a great job. And we've also started our intermediate training, and our intermediate training started last week, and it builds on the beginners training. This is all free for TABI members, by the way. So there's no cost to it, and it's an 8-week course, and there's a manual that has been put together by TABI that goes with the course. So you've got the resources there as well for free. And we've got some of our students online with us today. And the intermediate course focuses on using the majors but with astrology, looking at the decans with the minor cards, looking at Kabbalah as well, and the Tree of Life, looking at the opening of the key, so looking at things that the Golden Dawn used to use, Aleister Crowley, and going into other deck styles like the Marseille. And we've also got an element of the course which focuses on using different decks together. So the intermediate is the follow-on from the beginners, and we have got a huge number of students. We've got 31 students on this course, and we've got 5 trainers working on it as well, and a training coordinator. So, and Amanda's there saying it's fantastic. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That is what we want to hear. So yeah,
it is the quality and intermediate. I mean, it is way more than intermediate training. It is really high level, and it's very impressive.
And if you want to join, so we've got Divination and me saying that they want to be in the next beginner training course. So you can actually go onto the TABI website, and in the menu you've got a list of contacts, and you've got a contact for the training coordinator. Just send an email and ask to go on to the waiting list for the next course. The next course will start in the summer. Okay, so thinking of the dates. No, I've got the dates to hand. I'm sure Mary has got them.
I can get them.
Thank you. Yeah, there's one starting in the summer for 8 weeks for the beginners course, and then in the autumn/winter, then we've got another intermediate course. So we're going to do it in this way over the next few years, and hopefully into the future. Beginner intermediate will be doing 4 training courses a year, absolutely free for TABI members. And if you want to be a TABI member, it's just £20 a year, and that's for everything. That's for your access to the forum, for discounted workshops, for free access to the midwinter conference, for our TABI training, so many different benefits. And divination.
So it's August the 5th.
August the 5th. There you go, for your beginners course. Thank you. So you're in another time zone, divination and me, and you work full time. Can you watch the recordings? That's the one thing that we don't do. It's a live course, and the reason why we don't record it is because we want everybody to move through the 8 weeks within 8 weeks and not take longer than that, because sometimes I think if you do the recordings and let people do it at their own pace, then it can extend the course time, and the tutors will work.
I don't know where you are, Divination and me, but in the US it's 11 a.m. on a Sunday morning right now. So, maybe that works.
Yeah. Yeah, so when we do the lives on a Sunday, it tends to be around 5 o'clock, which British Standard Time at the moment, and for Mary that's -5 hours. It's a bit.
Yeah, Costa Rica is the same. It's the same time as where I am, or close. So
Okay.
yeah, I think I'm an hour off. So it would be 10 o'clock in the morning for you, the way it stands now. If that time stays the same. Anyway.
Okay. So yes, it's always the same on a Sunday at that time. But then the week before the live, we do all of the exercises on the TABI forum. So the exercise goes up on a Monday, and you are able to self-pace your exercise through the week. You submit it, and then the trainer for that week, for that module, will give you feedback on the forum based on what you submit. So it is an intense 8 weeks, but it's a lot of fun as well, and it takes all of the experience from those TABI trainers, from those TABI members, and gives you the manual as well. If it's
And I hope that's,
there we go.
yeah. So, I mean, I hope that's something that people take away, because there's the training, and then there's also our monthly lives. We have one that's Marseille based, one that's Thoth based, and one that's just talking about tarot in general. And those are held over Zoom for all the TABI members. And I mean, I don't know, but I mean, I learned as much during those sessions. You know, just I always learned something from someone, and it's a great benefit.
Yeah, and that's absolutely free as well, for TABI members as well. So to be a TABI member, it's £20 a year, and then once you paid up, you can enjoy all of the benefits. Oh, we do a lot of online stuff just because we're a global organisation, a global tarot association. So most of our lives are over Zoom, and a lot of the stuff that we do is also on social media and also on the forum. And like Amanda says, it's such good value. Thank you.
World-class workshops.
Absolutely. So what else have we got to talk to them about then, Mary?
Well, one of the things as a matter of fact, I paid my renewal dues today. So I've been a TABI member for just a year, and it's been an amazing year. And I'm so glad that I made the decision to do it. And I've been so impressed from a volunteer standpoint about the quality and the number of volunteers and the dedicated people who give their time and their expertise in such a well-rounded way. I mean, it's just amazing. There's, you know, the training coordinator, the people that run the website, the people that help with the deck reviews, you know, getting all the things that have to be organized and settled out. And what do they say about many hands make light work? And that's true. Everybody pitches in, and everyone has a skill set, and they bring that to TABI. And we learn a lot too. If it's not in your skill set, someone there can help you. I mean, everybody's a message or an email away. And it is really the people who volunteer their time with TABI that make all of this possible and make it work and make it such a fabulous experience. So if there's anybody out there who is joining TABI or thinking about joining TABI and want to get involved with a group of people, when Facebook went down a couple of weeks ago for 2 hours or whatever, and I made a joke about, well, I didn't lose any of my friends. They're all on the TABI forum. But
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point. We've got a forum. We've also got a free reading system as well. So for those that don't know, we have a bank of free readers, and these are people that have got experience in reading tarot, and they will do tarot readings for free for members of the public via TABI, okay, via our free reading app. So the member of the public will go onto the free reading app, create an account, and then they can submit questions over there, which will take them straight through to our free reading coordinator, who is Martin, who will then coordinate and allocate somebody to do those readings for members of the public. So it's such a great system. You've got all of that expertise, all of that knowledge, going back into a real personalized reading that member of the public can enjoy and take comfort from with whatever their question is. And our volunteers do that day in, day out for free because they love it. So it's such a special niche process that we offer as part of a volunteer organisation amongst everything else that we do as well. And yeah, we have got quite a lot of people in the process that would like to be free readers as well. So if you want to be a free reader for TABI, you will go through an endorsement process. So you will be allocated a mentor. The mentor has a lot of experience in tarot reading and also the mentoring aspect, and will guide you through the process of how to do a reading for somebody else. Okay, so you could choose to do this in conjunction with the TABI training course if you wanted to, as well, to up your skills or to develop your skills in a different area within tarot. Yeah, and we've got people who are training right now to be TABI free readers. And so this is another aspect of it that that we do, that we provide. Hi Sally, thank you for joining. And it is, yeah, it's a nice community and it is such good value. Yeah, so training we're doing this year, full on training, beginners, intermediates. The free reading is ongoing and our new free reading app is live as well, so we've changed that. The card towards is going to be coming to a conclusion soon, so everybody can judge and vote. And we've also got a newsletter as well, so if you join our newsletter, which you can get to from the website, you can get more updates on TABI, our lives, our workshops, all of the free events that we do, and you can also get updates on the cash awards and where we're up to with that.
I think that voting, the public voting, is the 21st of June. I think that's when it opens up, so that'll be exciting. Watch for lots of activity around that. We'll be posting and sharing and.
Absolutely. I'm working at Glastonbury in June, so I think I will just be getting back around that point. It's also the point of the summer solstice, so there's a lot of energy in the month of June, so it's a great time to be voting on the decks that you love and that you want to work with. Yeah. So we're also following the seasons. Something else to mention now is that we are just coming up to the Aries Taurus cusp. So the energy is going to start to change slightly as well when we're going into Taurus. We're going from a fire sign to an earth sign, so we should be feeling more grounded, more settled, more secure, more stable, and possibly have a more of a feel for what we're doing and what we're going into this year. Taurus always makes us feel a bit more earthy and a bit more grounded. Aries.
That will be welcome.
Yeah, Aries has been quite turbulent, hasn't it?
Well, the eclipse energy, I think we talked about that, but that really just sort of exploded everything. So broke everything wide open, which is good. You need that clearing, you need that reset.
Absolutely, and a really, really incredibly busy time. A good time for setting goals as well for the start of the astrological new year. My goal was to climb Ben Nevis. Okay, and that was part of my Fool's journey. So I kicked off my April New Year by climbing a mountain, and it was really important to me. And the people that were climbing the mountain at the same time, I met a lot of people there, and everybody was doing it for different reasons, and not for the reasons that you would think either. So some people were doing it to get over things. Some people were grieving. Some people were climbing to start a brand new fresh start, a new them. So I was really interested in people's reasons why they were doing it, and I thought, wow, everybody's coming together to do all of these new things during Aries, and I just thought the energy was so interesting, how everybody kind of follows into suit, but not everybody realizes why that's happening. Or what's kind of pushing them to do it. So yeah, Aries has been a really incredibly busy time.
Well, I didn't climb a mountain, but I started an annual deacon walk, which I've never done, with the deacons, in starting with Aries and starting with the wands, and just to dive deeper into the minors. I've decided this is going to be my year of really digging into the minors for a deeper understanding.
Fantastic. And you got a 3 of Wands, didn't you, today?
I did today.
Yeah, which is the back end of Aries, which is kind of where we are now as we're going into that Taurus cusp. And it's all about taking that choice, that creative choice that you had in mind, that you've been thinking about and playing with for a while, and actually going for it. So yeah, a bit of that Fool's journey again, but in the creative Wands direction.
A lot of on the path. You're walking up the path of a mountain, and I'm walking through the path of the deacons. So.
else have we got? That's
To the summer conference, you talked a little bit about the summer conference, but
the summer conference is going to have a barbecue on the Friday night and also on the Saturday night for the people that are attending. And it's right on the canal as well, so we've got a really lovely open area and a bar where we can all get together if you've got tickets. So it will start on the Friday evening and ends on the Sunday evening as well. So we've got a really nice long weekend, and also people can stream in from around the world. So if you want to get a streaming ticket, if you're not able to make it in person, you can also do that by going onto the website. And if you look on the calendar under our events, the conference in June will give you the option to buy. In July we'll give you the option to buy streaming tickets as well as in-person tickets. So we've not sold out yet. There are still tickets left, and if you want to join us, you are very welcome to get involved. We also have a raffle, so we will be having raffle prizes from our sponsors, and we will have an auction as well. We usually have a swaps table, so if you want to bring in decks that you want to swap with other people at the event, you can do that as well. And it's just so much fun getting everybody together in the one space. It's like having a big family.
how many people do you think will be there?
We're hoping to get around 60 people at the event. Yeah.
Nice.
Last year we had 50. We were just doing things slightly differently this year because we're holding it over 2 days. So we've in the past always had it over 1 day, 1 day in an evening, and now we're stretching it out to include the weekend. So we're changing things, we're expanding. It's really nice.
Growth is good.
Absolutely.
And there's 10 speakers, I think. Is that right? 10 speakers?
We've got 10 speakers, yes. Yeah. Really exciting stuff. Please check out our lineup on the website. We've also got Emily Carding joining us as well. And I saw Emily Carding for the first time, and I think it must have been about 2007 or 2008. And she was talking about her transparent tarot. I don't know if anybody's seen this transparent tarot. So it's a clear plastic tarot card, and they overlay across each other. So you'll have maybe a tree for the Empress, for example, and then when you overlay that plastic tarot card over another tarot card, you can see the tree, but you can also see the next image for the next major archetype or minor archetype. And it's such a fantastic deck. You can work with it over a white cloth, and it gives you really nice readings. And you can combine it with other tarot cards as well. So it works really nicely with lots of other decks, and it's one of my favourites. So I'm really excited to hear Emily speak more about her transparent tarot process. She's also an actor as well, so she's done so many shows, West End shows, and lots of other shows. And so hopefully she can talk to us a bit about that as well.
That's one of the dangers of TABI. You always come away with a list of decks. The collection grows as people talk.
Absolutely. We're going to have the goodie bags as well. So everybody that joins the conference will have a goodie bag, and they always contain tarot decks. So I put those goodie bags together, and there's magazines in there as well. So loads of different things. And it's all sat there on the chair waiting for you in a lovely TABI bag when you arrive at the conference. So it's quite magical. Yeah, we had a fantastic one last year because we had Russell Grant, the UK #1 astrologer, and he was telling us about his astro tarot, but also all of his vast experience going all the way back to the 60s, and the famous people that he met back then, and it was so special. And he's also one of my heroes, so I kind of went a bit, ooh. You're my hero.
Fangirl.
I cried a little bit, yeah. I did. It was a special special moment. And he's such a down to earth guy as well. I mean, imagine Russell Grant. Yeah, and he was just saying to everybody, yeah, come here, have a autograph, you know, photos.
Well,
And
I
he
won his Book of Dreams in the winter conference,
you
and my husband was impressed because my husband knew who Russell Grant was.
oh, yeah, and that's the thing as well. If you enter the raffle, so Mary was in the States for the raffle, but streaming in, and anybody who gets involved in the raffle, you can have your prizes sent out to you. So that's what I was doing when I got back after the conference, was sending all the prizes out to everybody.
It was a
Which is
fun
awesome.
mail day. That was a good mail day.
Yeah. Yeah, so much value for your £20 membership, because you do get discounted tickets for the summer conference with TABI. So don't say we don't give you anything, because we do.
Well, and there's discounted tickets for the workshops as well, although the workshops, even if you're not a member, are such a value.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we've had Andrea Astay this year, who's been talking to us about his new method of reading the tarot from different directions, so directional tarot reading. And then we had Linda Sever, who has just done a really fascinating workshop with us about runes. Okay, oh
My
my
head
gosh,
is
so
still spinning from that. Yes.
yeah. And she works in particular with the Anglo-Saxon runes. So she was talking to us
Still have
about
my
how to make
bag out.
how to make our own runes, how to make
Mm-hmm.
bind runes, how to spell out our names with runes, and the different energies that come with the rune symbols. And I liked the aspect of, she kept saying, throwing them out, you know, a bit like how you would do a Reiki chakra, things like that. So I was like, oh gosh, well, you could use it for all kinds of things, manifestation. And so the workshops that we do, that we put on, are really varied. Can be tarot, but can go all the way to runes as well. And we've got Keziah Gibbons coming on soon. Keziah Gibbons has got a fantastic meditation app, and she's presented with us at the Midwinter Conference before as well. So I'm
And
really looking forward
she's
to that.
presenting on a client, focusing on client readings. So if you want to go professional, this is a workshop. Or if you're already a professional and just to pick up some pointers, this will be a great workshop for that. And that's May the 18th, I believe. It's all on our website. It's all on Instagram.
Absolutely, and the workshops are only £5 a workshop. You get 2 hours with all of these tarot greats.
Great handouts.
Yeah, yeah, an absolute bargain. And you get the video recording as well after it too. So much to look forward to this year. Me and Mary work very closely together with regards to the events organising, and Mary does all of the social media posts that you see on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn, and does a fantastic job. So Mary is one of our fantastic volunteers. Thank you.
Oh, it's so much fun. It's so much fun.
I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah. So we've got on our committee in TABI, we've got me as the chair. I'm also doing the secretary position at the moment, and we have got the webmaster who does all the techie side of the forum on the website. We've got our free reader coordinator, Martin, and then Victoria, who's online there, is doing our endorsement coordination. So that's allocating mentors to people who want to be TABI free readers. And we have also got Emma, who is our membership coordinator as well. So I'm doing all of our membership activity. So we're a very busy organisation, as well as all the free readers who volunteer with us. We've also got other people doing things like the Facebook coordination. So yeah, we're a busy organisation.
A lot of people, but and I think for people who don't realize, I mean, TABI has been around since 2001. This is not a new thing. This is an established group of just, I mean, it's a lot of historical um, app. I don't even know the word, but there's a lot of history behind it. So there's a strong foundation, but also with looking towards the future. I mean, always looking at where things are moving and how, what direction and how we can stay engaged and engage new people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, moving with the times, changing, doing new things. Yeah, I love it. I do. I'm so glad that I joined, and I'm so glad that I'm working inside it. Yeah, brilliant.
Oh, we didn't even mention we got a shout. The Carta Awards got their shout out in the Wild Hunt, the online journal, the pagan blog, the Wild Hunt, which is again they've been around as long as TABI have, I believe, or 2004. And we got a really nice article. There's a link to that on our Instagram and our website as well in the blog.
And we got a shout out on the radio as well. Yeah, down in London. So that was really exciting. So we've got TABI in the social media, and we've got TABI on the radio. So we're becoming more well known now, and we've got loads of new members at the moment. So yeah, thank you to everybody that's just joined us, and I hope you're going to enjoy your journey with us as well. I just wanted to mention as well about the Wheel of Fortune. So I don't know if anybody saw the post I put out yesterday. I pulled the Wheel of Fortune ahead of time, so it was the day before. So I knew I was going to encounter something to do with the wheel. Wheel's got an association with Jupiter. Sometimes it turns, we get positive, sometimes it rolls back, and we get the flip side of the wheel. But I also had a dream that my tyres popped as well. And I cycled to work that day, and my tyres popped on the way to work spectacularly, and then on the way back from work spectacularly as well. So
Twice.
there's something in that, in dreams and in the tarot card readings as well. All of it is connected, and you get to learn more about all of these correspondences and how the tarot works, and all about the major arcana, and it's just fascinating. And once you get to that stage and you start weaving it into your day-to-day life, you're lost. You'll never go back.
Never go back.
It's addictive. Yes, and you start to see all of those correspondences and relevance everywhere, and you're living it. Yes. So
Very literally, and it could just be your dream and your card, just a warning to you that you probably should do maintenance on your tires more often, or check them before you set off. Who knows?
oh, absolutely. So I needed to do a service on that bike for a long time, and it pushed me into scheduling it for the weekend. And as I scheduled it for the weekend, I've got an unexpected 2 of Cups coming up. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's going to reveal as well. So
Who are you going to meet? That'll be interesting. Who are you going to meet?
because of the tigers, yeah. It's all linked, and it's all relevant, isn't it? Everything happens for a reason, I believe. So I think we are coming up to the hour mark. Let me check exactly an hour. Have you got anything else to add, Mary?
I don't think so. I think it was a little bit of a rocky start, but I think we still covered the ground that we wanted to. I think, and I mean, that'll take us through the summer, and then keep an eye on what happens after that, because
absolutely, yeah,
the energy
we're going to be
will change.
We're going to be busy, so watch this space. Keep an eye on us. Please join our lives every month. Thoth Thursday, Marseille Monday, and Let's Talk Tarot, completely free for TABI members. Zoom lives, and they go on for a couple of hours, and we have so much fun.
We do.
So just come and join our tarot community and our tarot family, and we'd love to have you on board. And the tail that you can see is my cat.
Hear her purring earlier, and sorry about my trying to keep my phone, but oh well. You got the top. You got the bottom half of my head probably through most of it.
I found this really weird background as well, so it's been like I've been on a spinning wheel the whole way through. I've not been able to get it off. I don't know how to do it.
I keep waiting for it to stop and you draw a name. That's what it looks like, the name draw wheel. And your cloak all around you.
It's just April activity, right? We're just gonna have to put it down to the energy.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
This has been a lot of fun. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for coming on board, Mary. Always lovely to see you, and thanks for having a chat with us.
Bye bye.
See you all.
See everybody soon.
Bye.
Bye.